Stars see my future, the truth they cannot hide. Facing the dark, just from every side. And every day brings another remedy. But no one tells who is your real enemy. Believe their lies, believe what they have done. Seems like a new Elysium just has begun. Don't take a pill, only to understand. The illusion is so clear, from beginning to the end. Lead me through the guiding lights, through the signals in the darkness. Lead me through the northern stars, away from the madness. Just take me here, don't let them bring me under. Show me the way out of the dark, out of the night. Yeah, I see the signals in the dark, I see the signals. Yeah, I see the signals in the dark, I see the signals. Another shade of grey, another agony. It seems to last forever, how can this just be? And every day brings further promises. So sick and tired, I'm lost and waiting to be free. I see the signals in the dark, I see the signals.
Guys, stop sucking! Well, that...
Jacob, Danny, it's literally up again. This is that game mode all over again. Jacob?
Krabby, if it was me, you'd be dead already, alright?
No, I want you to fucking verify me for once in your goddamn life.
Absolutely not. You're on your own.
Well, I'm watching it back in front.
You know what? Fine. Alright, you know what, Crabtree? I'll make a deal with you. We can stick together this round. Buddy on buddy. This motherfucker! Let's go! Ah! Yes! 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 Ah, he's buddying all the way up! And I hit him again! Motherfucker! Fuck! Fucking shit! I'm fucking terrible at this game! Fuck!
Hey, Jake.
Don't you start. Don't you fucking start with me. Oh.
Tell us how you really feel.
Don't you fucking start with me! And the talk of tribals came up because we're doing a lot of tokens. And he and I got into a very spirited debate about what's the best tribal. And I wanted to get your opinion on it.
Dragons, no doubt in my mind.
Yeah, dragging these nuts across your chin, son! Yes! Finally! Finally! Tate, you're our designated pilot in all games, just so you know.
I'm okay with that. I like flying. Because flying means I can do stuff like this.
Nice try, you fucking asshole. Nice fucking try, douchebag.
I'm doing up.
I'm good. I'm so glad I got out before that happened. Oh my god. I mean, here, fair enough. We've got 2 coming at Carritan and 1 coming at Espen.
Espen's on top of him. Does that mean he's shooting himself?
Alright. Fucking beautiful.
I saw that and immediately was like, alright, that's going in there.
I see you guys giggling at yourselves on the new video layout.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. You.
Yeah, the way your jaw just dropped when
Face
you
at the end
realized
when you're
your
like,
boss
"What?"
shot himself in the head.
All right. So, hello everyone. It's been a little bit. Would anybody like to give me a recap as to what happened last time?
We murdered a big thing.
Yep.
You did.
Yeah, we found a beholder in the cave where they were looking for
Daniel!
the children. And yeah,
Falling out for my homie.
We fought the beholder, and poor Azrath didn't manage to make it. Arasath didn't manage to make it out.
Yeah, you guys, you lost one of your own, unfortunately. But, you know, things happen. We move on. So yeah, that's exactly right. You guys, yeah, you guys had a very stressful, terrifying encounter with the beholder. And you came out on top, but not without losses of your own. And yes, you did, in fact, witness the death of one of your first party members, Arasath Shadowfall, who embraced his fate and ascended to the halls of Valhalla for eternal combat and glory.
Oh.
So you have gained a party member in one Artemis Blatherson, but you have lost a party member.
And a friend.
And a friend. Now, we are going to come in directly at the end of that fight. After the fighting has been done, Arasath's petrified body has been scattered to dust in the wind. But, yeah, what would you guys...
I remember I had gathered up as much as I could into a bag.
You did. You have gathered up enough ashes to fill 4 different little necklaces for those who knew Arasath, to carry a piece of him with you at all times.
Well, that's not.
Sorry,
okay,
Artemis,
Jake.
you don't
That's
get
just
one.
sad. That's fine.
Hey,
If we're retconning the last couple minutes of the last one, I didn't even know his name.
Yep. So, you are in a dark cave, for the most part, with the carcass of a beholder in front of you. What would you...
Have we still at this time have comforted the children?
I will go ahead and
little thing we
say...
did.
I will go ahead and say yes. The
Thank
children
you.
are calm and relaxed.
And out of the cage.
And out of the cage.
The minimum.
Yes.
Out of the cage. I mean, I know Espen harvested some beholder eyes.
She was
I
going
don't think
to. She wanted to, and you guys did not go through the checks for that. So is that what you would like to do next?
Yeah.
Yes.
Begin the
Espen is
harvesting
gonna-
process.
Whatever we can harvest, I want to harvest.
Evan's gonna make sure the kids are gone before she like pulls out her dagger.
Yes.
Just like is gonna pay.
Yes. We will go ahead and say that...
I'll take them out to the...
Yeah, we will go ahead and say that the kids are out and have left. All right, so...
Just been walking up with a meat cleaver, just sharpening it up.
All right, so what exactly are you trying to gain here?
Personally, Espen is trying to go for it. Either it's big eye or preferably the brain itself.
Okay. There are absolutely many different harvestable organs and parts to this beholder. So if you would like to, go ahead and give me, we'll call it, I'm gonna need a couple checks here, because I'm gonna let you do the first one is going to be a nature or an arcana check as far as the knowledge of what you're harvesting.
Okay.
The second is going to be a dexterity check to see how well you accomplish your goal, kind of thing.
I'm gonna cast guidance on myself
Okay.
to give a D4 to the roll.
Okay. Go for it.
Go with nature. I'll have a bonus on you.
That one?
Yeah.
Beautiful. You have no idea the physical makeup of a beholder. You've never seen one before. They are not of your home plane. So as far as understanding the workings of this creature,
So silly.
you are as lost as a babe in the woods.
So silly.
Knowing that, how would you like to proceed?
Well, I know that having realizing that I do not have knowledge, I'm gonna look over to Carrot and be like, I don't know what I'm doing.
It sounded so good.
I'm gonna look over at Espen and be like, and you think I fucking do? What are you trying to get after?
I want him to pay. And I can't make him do.
Well, he's dead, so I think he kind of paid. He shot himself, quite literally, to death.
True.
You fuckers.
I just shoot like a hole through its corpse with Sacred Flame real quick. Just a little double tap.
First try.
Just sit around kicking this pile of mush over and over.
Okay, in that case, give me a Arcana check.
gonna explode.
Nothing left.
16.
Okay. You control your magic enough not to completely eviscerate and disintegrate the corpse, but you do a significant amount of damage to the physical body. So, and now it's smoking and burning. So, you're running out of time for what it is you are trying to do.
All right. Well, with it on fire now, I'm going to take my dagger and kind of just prod it to see if I can feel like any bone under the flesh.
Okay. You don't feel bone. You do feel resistance. Like the skin itself, while having a weirdly slick feel, is hyper resistant to that piercing action. So you know, like, to get in and cut it, like, you don't even know if your petite, small frame could pierce with your dagger. But it can be done. It's just going to take some effort.
So this is going to be weird.
I like weird. You have my attention.
So do you think with my years on a ship, I would be accustomed to butchering and filleting fish?
I would say yeah.
Okay. With my, like, being able to feel that there's resistance and not thinking that I would be able to do it, I'm going to look over at Espen. I'm going to be like, I'm going to need you to trust me. And just follow what I tell you to do.
Okay.
And I'm going to hand her the dagger, and I'm going to have her place it around, like, at the top of the eye. And I want her to push in, not as hard as she can, but firmly, and just drag it across.
Okay, so essentially what you would do when you're gutting a fish, you're trying to fillet it open kind of thing.
Yep.
Okay. I will say you both have admitted and rolled to show that you know nothing about this. So the DC,
I haven't rolled anything.
Well, you admitted that you don't know anything. So you sass me, young lady. But I will say, with the two of you working together, you have two options. One person can make the roll with advantage. The DC will be elevated because you have said you guys don't know anything, and you have rolled, Espen, to show that you don't know anything. So your DC will be elevated, but one of you could roll with advantage for this dexterity check.
Okay. Before we do that, I feel like we should ask the rest of the party. Anyone else know what the fuck they're doing to get this thing open?
No, you
I
look
wouldn't
good.
know the first thing.
I'm
Yeah.
outside with the kids.
Alright. We got this, Espen.
Guess we're getting our hands dirty. Okay. You want to roll? You want me to roll?
I can roll.
Okay.
I'll roll in real life.
There you go.
Math rocks, go click clack. Alright. What am I rolling and what for?
Dexterity, please. Bro, really? Come on.
Solid.
That was
14
max.
plus 2, 16.
16. Okay. So 16, you pierce the hide, and you don't know how deep you got, but you do know you've not damaged anything that's there beyond what's been done with the Sacred Flame and the brain fart combat. There's no other outside damage to that, so you can absolutely get in and begin to work with it. That might take another nature roll at disadvantage, but since you guys are helping each other, I'll basically make it a straight roll to start working around and trying to harvest some goods.
Nature we go.
I get guidance on you
Okay.
for this. You get a D4 added to whatever you do.
Perfect. Lovely.
Cannot roll those at the same time. The D4 keeps getting caught in my thumb crack.
Yeah, I did get one of those like crystal D4s. Those things look A lot easier to roll.
Dirty 20.
Beautiful. Okay, so there was varying DCs for what you would be able to harvest. Okay, so with a dirty 20, I'll say that you get 4 eye stalks that are in pretty pristine shape. You get another 2 that were damaged and beaten up throughout the combat process. But you have 6 total, 4 of which are in pristine condition. The other 2 are in damaged condition. You get the main eye, the great eye, out, and you are able to get it out in one piece. And you are also able to, not fully and completely unblemished, but you are able to extract the brain with a little bit of extra work. So you have 6 eyes, you have the great eye, and you have the beholder brain. Now, who is doing the handling and who is doing the pulling? I'm guessing it would have to be Espen, right?
I think so.
Okay, Espen, I need you to give me a wisdom saving throw the second your hand touches the brain.
Okay. I get advantage on wisdom saving throws, though.
You're right.
Okay. Not like that's really helped me much, but...
You can add +2 because I'm next to you.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
It's me. 18 +2, dirty 20.
Yeah. You don't notice anything. You just feel feeling, it's gross. It doesn't feel very good. It's squishy and nasty. It stinks.
It's yucky.
It smells almost like sulfurous, like rotten eggs, kind of. But nothing happens. You're fine.
All right. Would I have realized something was trying to be once I touched it, or just...
No.
Okay.
While this gore fest is happening, can I walk over to Artemis? So, first of all, thanks for helping us in that fight.
Oh,
Appreciate
of course.
that.
I'm sorry I couldn't help your friend any.
So am I. But, so how long have you been held here again?
Oh, it's hard to keep track of the days when you're inside a cave all the time. I'd say it's probably been at least a couple of weeks. Feels like it, at least.
What did they want with you?
I guess there's no point in hiding it. Well, I'm a bit of an inventor by trade, and they waylaid me on the side of the road and thought they could get me to make them weapons. That big fella with the staff, that was mine. I held out for a while, but they threatened the children, and I didn't know what to do.
I don't mean to interrupt. I'm really sorry, but Galbrek, you've actually never seen before this interaction whatever Artemis is. None of you guys have. They are not common inhabitants of the Northern Isles. So you've basically been helped out by a creature that you've never seen, and it's this fucking talking owl.
So to me, it's literally just a talking owl.
It's literally just a talking owl.
Okay.
I've got arms.
I mean, that's what I'm saying. If it was anybody else,
Jason.
if it was any other adventuring party that hadn't been through the crazy shit you guys have been through for the past few month.
Yeah, that's true. You guys are best friends with a giant squirrel, so
Yeah, even then, it's kind of fucking weird.
A giant squirrel. He's just normal squirrel size.
Is he really? I don't remember.
He's about the size of you and Carrot.
Oh, that's pretty big for a squirrel.
Oh, that is big for a squirrel. Giant. It is a big squirrel.
Okay.
I'm 2 feet tall. Is that really that? Well, I guess it is kind of.
It's a big squirrel. It's a big
Big-ass squirrel. You see a 2-foot squirrel, you're gonna be like, "Holy shit! What the fuck is that?"
let's be honest, if I see a 2-foot squirrel in real life, I'm gonna want to hug it.
Fuck, I completely lost my train of thought.
Oh, right.
Artemis.
Yeah.
So you made that staff for them. Were there any other weapons you made for them? Should we be looking around to see if we can recover some of these things?
Jake, I'm sorry, I don't remember what we settled on. Did I make anything else, or was
No,
that it?
you were stalling. And that, thankfully, was the one weapon outside of your own infusions that you did craft for them. And the only reason you did that was because the persuasion tactics were getting more aggressive.
Yeah,
I don't remember specifically. Did we recover the staff, or did you have the staff?
It was absorbed by the beholder.
Gotcha, okay. Just wanted to make sure.
Yeah, that's one, and and then the one I used in the fight, which I kept telling him wasn't done, but seemed to work pretty well. Never really tried to make weapons before. In fact, this little thing, and he points at the force cannon, I had designed that to remove rocks when mining. I never even thought about shooting somebody with it, but they sure did.
Wondering what entity that would try and control all these things, but would we know much about what a beholder is?
Give me an Arcana check. Or with you, I'll say, no, it's going to be Arcana. Just Arcana.
Yeah.
Can I make an Arcana check to see
Of
if I can
course.
explain to him
Yeah,
what
this
it
is party-wide. Like, all of you guys can make an Arcana check.
Oh, sure.
I have no idea what it is.
I got a 24.
15.
Okay. So, everybody else kind of all has the same, like, what the fuck is this fucking thing? Artemis, you have never encountered one before this, capture and kidnapping. But you, you've seen them in research, and you know that beholders are based on they're not of this plane at all. Not only are they like rare, they're not here. If ones find themselves trapped here, like this one did, it's because of a plane in the astral gateway. Mm-hmm. It's a tear in the astral gateway that they've escaped, that they've come through, and find themselves trapped on this one side. So this one, I mean, you even heard it talking about it in the combat, where it was screaming about wanting to go home and about how you were stopping it from going home. It was stuck here. I mean, it had been stuck here for centuries by your estimation. Especially when you see the gate that it was talking about. The gate's a ruin. You could just tell because of your experience and what you've seen in research that it is a planar gate. So it was probably here several centuries and basically went insane and was able to influence the pack of gnolls simply because gnolls are, by a general species description, stupid and easily manipulated. So they probably revered this thing as some sort of deity, even. And he basically had a pack of gnolls that was able to do his bidding. Outside of that, you know that they are aberrations, I want to say. If I remember correctly. Yeah. And normally, like some religions get them confused with demons and monsters of that kind of lore, but it's not. It's a being of almost made up of pure magic. And it was just wrong place, wrong time kind of thing.
Okay.
And this gateway that's in the room, it's ruined. It's destroyed completely, right?
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
You can give me an Arcana check if you want, or an Intelligence check to see if it still has any sort of magical power. But
I could give it a try.
It's beat the shit and back. Or if you have like a detect magic spell, you could use.
Do I? That's a good question.
Identify.
I do not.
We know someone who does.
pull out the little acorn.
Would you check it out there, buddy?
That's good.
Oh, we do have identifier. That would work, would it?
You could try.
Screw it. Yeah, I think I'm going to walk up to the portal with Artemis and cast identify on it.
Cool. Yeah. So through the identify spell, you find out that it is a astral gateway. It is dormant as of now. There is no magical aura, but with the identify, you believe that through an extensive amount of work, it would be possible to get it up again, but it's way beyond your capabilities. And honestly, with identify, you would guess that like it would take a magic user of the highest caliber. So like there's maybe 4 people on the planet who could get this gateway opened up, and even then it's crapshoot.
You're trying to tell me illiterate Galbrek can't handle this situation?
That's exactly what I'm telling you.
What if he rolls 4 nat 20s in a row?
If he rolls 4 nat 20s in a row, we'll see what happens.
That first roll already failed.
I gave you a shot, man.
It was worth it. Yeah, well, I'm just gonna, as I'm done casting the identify spell on it. Well, luckily, I don't think anyone's gonna be able to fix this pile of rubble.
No, I think that's probably for the best.
Is there anything else we need to take care of here, or is there any other chambers you know?
I did tell you that there was a rather extensive loot pile last time.
Oh, yeah?
Does anybody remember what was said? It was a lot. It was a very extensive.
We got gauntlets, boots, 2 staffs. That's all that I heard that we had pulled from it. So
beautiful.
I can start casting identify on those if we need to.
I can too. It'll take me 10 minutes per thing.
I'll start with the gauntlets.
Do you also remember how much gold I said?
I don't know. I didn't take any.
$1 million.
I'm looking for it. Where did I put it?
$17 billion.
I don't have it down. So no.
Okay. You also find, I want to say it was like 12,000 gold, if I remember correctly.
Damn! Who's tracking our gold, by the way? Or are we splitting this?
I think we've been tracking it all individually, haven't we?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Daryl split that up.
I don't need to share. You guys can take it.
Oh yeah, because I remember
you
we did
helped
the
us.
math. It was 12 divided by...
It's 12 divided by 4 after, because I think Artemis said the same thing last time.
Yeah. I dropped my
Are you sure you did help us kill the beast? You're welcome to a part of the spoils.
You gave me a chance to see my family again. I'll take that as payment.
Oh.
Where are you from, if you don't mind me asking?
Oh, I should have pulled up my notes page because I had the town written there. 1 second.
So that's 3,000 split 4 ways.
Cool. Thank you.
Shoot. Why didn't I have this pulled up? Anxiety. Where is it? Where is it? There it is. Alright. I am from Wildhearth. There's a small town called Wildhearth to the north.
What's that?
What's that?
How far away is that?
Oh, it's a pretty long ways. I was going on a supply run to the town out there and got waylaid on the road, and I'm not sure how far they've taken me, if I'm totally honest. I don't really know where we are.
Well, what do you say we start by getting out of this cave?
I'd like to be anywhere but here, if I'm totally honest.
Is Carrot just floating there holding her hand up?
A carrot. I have a carrot. I have a question for the tabletop. Are we counting coin weight?
No, get the fuck out of here. Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
Hey man, I don't know.
I'm not an asshole. I'm not an asshole like that.
Eric can't fly anymore because their pockets are so full of gold.
Just trying to take off.
2 inches above the ground, like, eh.
Her wings are going like little hummingbird wings, and she's like an
We
inch
were-
off the
if we were-
ground.
We were doing the weight. Galbrek's literally 267 pounds of weight carried. Dude would be barely moving.
I was at 207, and it finally was like over carrying capacity, and I was like, oh, I don't know.
All right, so the first item are the gauntlets. You're going through all of your rituals and everything.
Mm-hmm.
So you're basically going to be here for the next hour, taking care of all of this stuff. We'll say,
Yeah.
divvying out
Can we
coin. We'll give
Can
you.
we do it in the back of the cart on the ride back?
Absolutely, if that's what you want to do.
I prefer to do that.
So
prefer to do that.
okay, well then let's keep on going to get you to the cart. So you
I want
guys,
to make sure I picked up my dagger that I threw at the beholder.
okay, perfect.
Just saying.
So you have 2 staves, you have these gauntlets, you have boots, and you have 6 unharmed kids. Which is hey, I know it's a nice little side note, but yeah, 6 unharmed kids.
Is that a custom item, or is that in the D&D?
Is that a D&D Beyond?
Can we put that into our
Hey,
inventory?
we can use the one.
You'll actually find it under crafting components.
Oh god.
Yeah, so as we move out, you lead the terrified children all the way through the cave, all the way through the networks and everything. And you get back outside, and there's the old man who brought you, just pacing back and forth, waiting for an update. And then when he sees you step out of the cave entrance, you've noticed that dawn is starting to break. You've been in there a pretty significant amount of time, and the daylight sun is peeking over the horizon. And he runs over, grabs his grandchild that he informed you was one of the children taken, and embraces them tightly, swings them around in a big hug, and begins, "Oh, I can't thank you enough. I'm so glad that everybody was able to get out of there. What happened to the other little guy? And who's this little guy?"
We weren't all able to make it out of there.
Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that, but I'm glad that it was just the one. If it had to be one, I'm glad it was just the one. But that doesn't answer my second question. Who's the feathered one?
Oh, I'm sorry, terribly rude of me, sir.
It speaks.
Hi,
It does.
of course, right. I'm Artemis Blatherson. I'm a guild member of the Workers Guild up in Wild Hearth.
Oh, Artemis. Oh, it's a pleasure to meet you, son. Thank you so much for helping getting the kids out. You guys look like you got a pretty heavy load you're carrying. Are we ready to head back to the village?
Please.
I'm sure you guys could use a full day of sleep. We'll have a big old feast when we get back and let you guys just, take a load off and relax for a day.
I think
That
that'd be
sounds
nice.
amazing.
Thank you.
Perfect. Everybody in the cart. And everybody loads up in the cart. Journey begins. We will go ahead and see that this is the beginning of a short rest, for you. So if you have spell slots or anything like that you need to regain, that would be the time to do it, or anything else that comes with a short rest. And you can also begin to identify everything.
Mm-hmm.
So let's break it down. What would the order of operations be here, and who's doing what?
What all was the haul?
It was 12,000 gold, a pair of gauntlets, a pair of boots, and 2 staves.
I'll take the 2 staves and I'll start identifying them as a ritual.
I'll start with the gauntlets.
Okay, we're gonna go through the gauntlets first. The gauntlets are they look very crudely made, but at the same time, like there's a certain like beauty to them. Like there's definitely intent here, and there's definitely a bit of showmanship from the crafting side of it. But it's almost like actually, go ahead and give me a history roll. And I'll give this to you, Galbrek, with advantage because it's about the crafting of an item.
2 natural 2s twice. So.
2 natural 2s.
Yep.
What does that bring your total to?
For history, 4.
4. No clue.
Yeah.
No idea. But they look cool. But they are gauntlets of ogre power, which is on D&D Beyond. So the wearer, after attuning to these gauntlets, their strength score is 19 while they wear the gauntlets. They have no effect on you if your strength is 19 or higher without them. So what is next?
First I want to be like, hey Maximus, how many numbers worth of strength would you say strong you are?
On a scale of 1 to 20.
On a scale of 1 to 20, how strong do you feel like you are?
I look at the guards. I'll hold them up. Like, no, those are a bit tight. I think not. Maybe one of you guys could use them.
I
love it.
It's too late for now.
How about the first staff?
The first staff is... let me pull it back up here. The first staff is the Staff of the Adder. So, this requires attunement by a cleric, druid, or a warlock. You can use a bonus action to speak the staff's command word and make the head of the staff become that of an animate poisonous snake for a minute.
Cool.
By using another bonus action to speak the command word again, you return the staff to its normal inanimate form. If you make a melee attack using the snake's head, which has a reach of 5 feet, your proficiency bonus applies to the attack. On a hit, the target takes 1d6 piercing damage and must succeed on a DC 15 con saving throw or take 3d6 poison damage. The snakehead can be attacked while it is animate. It has an armor class of 15 and 20 hit points. If the head drops to 0 hit points, the staff is destroyed. As long as it's not destroyed, the staff regains all lost hit points when it reverts to its animate form.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. The second staff is the Skyblinder staff. You gain a +1 to bonus and attack and damage rolls made with this magic quarterstaff. While holding it, you gain a +1 bonus to spell attack rolls. If a flying creature you can see within 30 feet of you makes an attack roll against you, you could use your reaction to hold the staff aloft and cause it to flare with light. The attacker has disadvantage on the attack roll, and it must succeed on a DC 15 con saving throw or be blinded until the start of its next turn. That does not have any class requirements.
That does require attunement.
But it does require attunement.
Right.
What was that called again, sir?
Skyblinder.
Skyblinder staff. And all of these are on D&D Beyond.
And the boots?
The last item is a pair of boots of elven kind. While you wear these boots, your steps make no sound, regardless of the surface you are moving across. You have advantage on dexterity checks that rely on moving silently. Stealth checks. And you have a bunch of dummies. Well, less of a bunch of dummies now in plate armor.
Cool.
So we can either have one super stealthy person or just...
Or, stop
That's a good question, though.
stop rolling
Also-
natural ones on entry stealth checks.
Carrot's feet never touch the ground anyway.
That's true. But would that stop their armor from making noise?
It would negate negate the disadvantage on stealth checks that comes with wearing plate armor.
So it's just a straight roll at that point.
It's
Yes.
just a straight
Okay.
roll. Okay.
Very nice. Okay.
Oops, to me, taking those. Feel like it would
Gamer say I.
be pretty crucial. Who wants these gauntlets?
I think it would be hilarious if I had them.
I'm kind of down with that idea.
Yeah, take them.
Y'all are kidding Carrot out.
I love it.
Just imagine just this little tiny fairy that's super sneaky that's just like, I'm gonna fucking smack the shit out of you.
While we're identifying these, does Galbrek have any like visual identifiers of Dwylin on him anywhere?
Yeah, he has a crest on his armor.
On the chest piece.
So, Galbrek, you're a worshipper of the Forge God?
Sure am. Grew up, what was the city's name? Here, look it up. What's it called again?
Forgot my own backstory. It's fine.
It's been a hot minute. Trying to find the map, because I know where it is.
Dalrum.
Dalrum?
Dalrum.
Dalrum.
Up in the Frostborn Valley, north right of the Northern Isles.
Gotcha. It's where I was, it's where I grew up. Learned from the clerics there before I left and head south.
It's fascinating. I don't find many people out here that worship Gofanin like I do.
Pretty far from home.
Yeah. Well, it's just nice to meet somebody like-minded, I suppose.
It's definitely rarer down this far south than these isles. So, what was the village name that we're heading back to again?
It's just a little hamlet. It's just between.
That's right. It didn't have a name.
It's just like a little unnamed place where people. It's like people just got tired of walking and set up a couple houses there.
Fair. And what's the region like here? Is it like grasslands or forests or?
It's not forest. It's pretty grasslands. It's pretty flat. Honestly, it's a lot like Ohio.
Fair. Okay.
It's just flat and grassy.
Flat with the occasional hill.
Yep, that's about it.
Yes, Ohio, the classic Nordic landscape.
There's the map.
Oh, right, you sent us a map.
I did. It's the pinned post in the Northern Isles chat. So yeah, that's your goods. That's your haul.
Is there anything that stands out to anybody that they particularly want?
Flipping on these boots of elven kind and test them out. Doing some ticky taps in the cart, making sure I'm not super loud.
Yeah. So as you go ahead and get attuned to everything and identify everything and slip them on and feel your body getting used to them. The boots seem a little svelte for you normally with your big stocky body, but you'll notice that like it fits perfectly when you put them on. And you being the craftsman that you are, you would expect that, elves are superior craftsmen in their own right. Certainly not as good as dwarves, but they're definitely very, very talented in the smithing arts. And you believe that these have been enchanted to fit anywhere, any race. You and Max could wear these boots together and they would fit you both equally as well.
Together.
I might hang on to the staff if no one else wants it.
The Skyblinder?
The Skyblinder staff.
Cap it up.
My man's going to be out here dogfighting in the air. Who's getting the staff of the adder?
Artemis and I are out because we can't.
Yeah, literally can't use it.
He can
Who else?
eventually.
So I guess Espen will take it unless you want either the cleric or the warlock want it.
Here's the thing. You have a smith with you, and you have a good relationship with a couple of vendors. So, trade is an option. Dismantling is an option for magical components. You don't have to keep anything.
We will hold on to it for the time being. We can stick it in the bag of holding.
Yeah.
That's okay. She'll carry it because having a little snake companion would be fun during fights. So, yeah.
Spook people.
Big bong.
All right. Give me these gauntlets.
But yeah, the quest is done. By the time everything is done, you are pretty much back in the village at this point. Exhaustion is kicking in, and you are settling in for an early morning bedtime. We'll say.
Okay.
Before I go to bed, I'm going to kind of walk out around the outskirts of the little hamlet, find a nearby grassy hill, and just kind of get up to the top of it. Can I, look around for a fairly large, rocky outcropping, some kind of exposed stone in the area?
Sure, give me a perception check.
That is a 15.
15? Yeah, no problem. I mean, along the lake beds and everything like that, you see all sorts of different types of exposed stone and river rock. And about 100 yards from the town entrance, we'll call it, you see a pretty decently sized, it looks like it's a worn boulder, maybe, or maybe like a half-buried boulder, but it's a pretty good sized rocky surface. Probably suits what you're looking for.
All right, well, yeah, I'm going to walk up to that and put my hand on it and cast Fabricate. I want to mold the stone into a statue for Arasath.
Okay.
And, carve a little headstone at the base of it.
Okay.
And just want it to be on just the outskirts of the town.
Okay.
Get, near where we came in on the road.
Awesome. So, ooh, man.
I can give you the language of the spell.
No, I like it.
You convert
I like that.
raw materials into products of the same material. Mm-hmm. It's a large or smaller object, 10-foot cube, or 8 connected 5-foot cubes.
Okay.
And given a sufficient quantity of raw material, if you're working with metal, stone, or another mineral substance, the fabricated object can be no larger than medium.
Okay.
So.
Yeah, everything fits this absolutely perfectly. Give me a oh man. Go ahead and give me a performance check. And I'll say because of your close relationship with Arasath, I'll give you advantage on this roll.
13.
13? Like all smithing, it's not clean. It's not pretty most of the time. With the time and material you're given, and this is just standard stone.
It's just raw stone.
Yeah, it's not like a marble or a granite or anything like that. It's just raw stone. But the intent is there, and you almost feel like Dwalin's hands resting up top yours to help shape. Because he feels the intent and he wants it to look proper for one of his deceased children. Yeah, with 13, you have a very regal, almost, but definitely a respectful remembrance piece of your friend. It's him in a stalwart pose, with his hands on the pommel of his rather large axe as it's planted into the ground, stoically looking over the lake as if protecting from future unseen threats. With Arasath Shadowfall engraved at the bottom.
After the spell fades, I'm going to take a step back, look it over, tuck the amulet in, and I'll just head back into the tavern or wherever we're sleeping.
Beautiful. There's no real tavern. You see, honestly, it's all houses, some stalls, no big inn or anything like that. You guys are staying at the House of the Elderman, and you're sleeping on cots more than anything. Some beds, but nothing too ornate. It's very simple.
Is there any like shelving or like a tall table
Sure.
somewhere I can perch? And
Yeah, the Elderman actually being in a position of leadership and a little bit extra funds, he has a very, very nice oak bookshelf with a very sturdy top that you can perch upon.
Hold on. Artemis perches like up on something to sleep? Is that what you're trying to tell me right now?
Yeah, that's how he's most comfortable.
Oh my god, I love it.
He does that little thing where he like puffs up his chest.
Yeah,
and, like,
he puffs up his chest and he gives a little bit of a ruffle and then he just like kind of sinks in on himself. And every time he breathes, instead of snoring, it's just a.
I love it.
Can Artemis turn his head all the way around?
I mean, I don't see why not, right?
All right.
Yeah.
We're going to make some money on that in the tavern.
So, yeah. You,
I have a feeling I'm going to get mistaken for a pet quite a few times.
Mhm.
She'll be like, fuck, that's a big owl.
Yeah. Beautiful. So, everybody, go ahead and take a long rest. A long, well-deserved rest.
Thanks.
At the end of my long rest, I'd like to change out a couple of my spells, which I believe I can do as an artificer. Yes.
Yeah, I think it's like a wizard spellbook. You can change them whenever you want, right? As long as you know them.
You prepare your
after a long
spells
rest.
every morning.
Yeah.
So it's more like some of the other casting classes where I know all the spells, but I can prepare them each, or I can change the ones I have.
Yeah.
Taking,
Like
I believe.
Mm-hmm.
What did it say? Takes time spent 1 minute per each level of spell on my list.
Gotcha. Beautiful. Yeah, so you guys take a long rest. You wake up, and it is early evening. You're good to go. You have fulfilled the requirements of the contract given to you by Totco.
Oh, sick.
With your purses significantly heavier and children saved. What would you like to do next?
We did it.
I guess we go back to Totco, huh?
Yeah, so you have a week's long journey ahead of you to get back to Rockdale. Do what?
Is Wildhearth on the way to Rockdale?
No, I don't believe so. Wildhearth is...
Is Wildhearth in the Northern Isles?
Yeah. It's not that far.
Yeah,
I don't think.
But it's not on the way.
Okay. I have the map up here, right?
Yeah,
Is it Wildhearth or Wildmont?
It's Wildmont. It's Wildmont.
Wildmont.
Wildmont's in this.
That's that island.
Yeah, Wildmont's in this lower section of the Northern Isles. but it is far to the east, far to the northeast.
Oh yeah.
Oh, dang.
Yeah, go ahead and you guys go ahead and give me a history check.
Wait a second.
Everyone.
Ugh, that's a good
Very
7.
historical.
10.
You said history?
Yes.
5.
Okay. Anybody get above a 15?
Hold on. Wait.
No.
Let me see what my modifier is. I rolled 9, and my history is +5. I got 14.
Oh, that's unfortunate. Did anybody get above a 10?
Got a 10.
I got
10?
14.
All of you who got a 10, you know that Wildemount is the capital city of the Northern Isles. It is the largest city, and it is where a lot of the ruling heads of state in their different territories, like Rockdale's a territory, Hestian's a territory, all these cities and everything that have people in positions of power, they meet in Wildemount occasionally to determine, it's basically like a clans meet. They go dictate things about, if there's any crises in the Isles or changes, anything like that of a massive significant scale that applies to more than just their living area. But yeah, Wildemount is the biggest city in the Northern Isles and is the closest thing to a metropolis that this world would have, that you know of anyway.
In the morning, I'll talk to Artemis. So, I mean, if you're trying to get home, we're going to be heading the wrong direction, but there is a port in Rockdale, so you might be able to find a ship to get you home if you want.
I think that sounds like a good idea.
Travel with us.
I don't really feel up to flying all the way home. If I'm totally honest,
That's pretty tough.
even after the rest, I'm still a bit worn.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you would know.
Travel with us.
Artemis, you would know because of being a resident of Wildemount that the Rockdale port, it's not a ideal leaving place because you only have 2 options. Option 1 is you go the long way to the center strait that separates the 2 isles and go all the way around that western coast through that strait, which is safer. It just takes, it's about by boat, about a 3-week journey. You can
Did I fly down here? Or did
I would say that Wildemount, you probably flew or chartered to Rosetown based on the map, and then you've just been walking and wandering and traveling. Or if you were taking the southern route towards the east, you would cut the journey in half from Rockdale, but that takes you straight through Raider Strait, which is known for lawlessness and piracy. So it
bit of the name on that one.
Yeah, it's not the. It's a faster journey, but it's fraught with risk.
Sure. Yeah, for now, I think I'll just, if you don't mind, come along with you. I'd like to get a little bit more time just to kind of recover a bit.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
Load up in the cart. Or no, the cart wasn't ours, was it?
The cart's not yours. You are on foot.
We're on wing.
Or on wing.
Hi, dinosaur.
Stable. Village.
No, it's a hamlet in the middle of nowhere.
There's nobody here that could afford 1 horse, let alone a stable to lease them out.
Guess I'm moving on these tiny ass legs then.
Do you guys not remember that you all have mounts?
You got your lizard.
Yeah, you have.
Oh, yeah. Lizard. Yeah,
You
sorry.
have your lizard.
What?
You are a mount.
Yeah.
What are you talking about? Espen's your mount.
I've got
Oh,
George.
don't you start. Don't you start with that.
Plains gecko. Yeah, that's right. Hey,
Yeah.
shut up, guys. I got a
I
plains
get it.
You
gecko.
rude.
Yeah, you got the
What
planes.
happened? What happened to Arasath's griffin?
Oh, that was his conjured steed. So he died, the
Oh.
griffin died.
You can ride tandem on George.
R.I.P. the Griffin.
George and Gander.
I'm-
Oh my
I'm pretty
god. It still makes me mad.
Artemis, you haven't met George.
No, how big is George?
George is about 30 feet long. George is
And he's-
George is fucking terrifying.
And he's a big snake, right?
Not just that. He's basically a conjured miniature Jormungandr. So he's a 30-foot long miniature sea serpent with massive fangs coming out of his mouth, and then frills along his head and then down his spine. That your Goliath friend here treats him like a puppy, and he most certainly does not look like a puppy.
I summoned George, and from a space in the air, he just kind of comes out, and you see him coming. He just keeps coming, and just keeps coming. It just keeps coming.
No, I can't say that we've met before.
He's
As a very
hard.
small bird, Artemis is not a fan of big snakes.
No.
And I'm gonna look over at Artemis and be like, well, if he hasn't eaten me yet, he's not gonna eat you.
I'll take your word at that.
I guess that's all you can do.
Yep.
Oh.
All right. So we are beginning the journey back to Rockdale.
Mhm.
Let's go ahead and take 5 minutes, refresh your drinks, walk around, stretch your legs. We'll be back in 5 to continue our game.
Boop.
See y'all in 5 minutes.
All right.
Warriors rise, it's time for war. Sharpen your axes, man of steel. Row and row into the sea. Team Horizons call our name. Ground begins to shake. Can you feel it? Can you feel it? It's shot. The monster inside. I can feel it. I can feel it. It's shot. We shall not fall. Rise and warriors rise, it's time for war. Sharpen your axes, man of steel.
Realistic Superman, like he's got super strength, but he can't stop the momentum of the things he's picking up. So if you grabbed a plane by the wing would just tear off.
What I walk back into?
Yeah.
Discussing what the ramifications of having a 20 strength and somebody so small is.
That's very scary.
Like that one Ant-Man comic where he punches a guy in the neck and his fist just goes through his jugular. It's like, oh shit, I'm sorry.
How was that pizza, Jake?
It's the only thing saving me from St. Patty's Day.
Oh, I'm sure.
I gotta grab a soda.
St. Patty's Day was a rude asshole to me.
You did it to yourself.
I poked the bear and the bear won.
We were all pumped to stay out for a while. My mom came over to sit and stuff, and my friends and I, we went out. We ended up getting dinner, and that was it.
I might actually go.
Dinner was over, and we're like, "Oh, we're tired.
Yeah.
We're gonna go home."
We were all making fun of Evan because he literally, we started in the morning at an awesome little pub with great food. And some of the best biscuits and gravy that I've ever had. It was incredible.
I love it.
And we were smashing, right? So we stay there for a few hours, have a couple beers, head back to Evan's parents' house. And his mom had brined corned beef for 16 days. It was the greatest chunk of meat that I've ever eaten in my entire life. It was incredible.
So good.
And then we get, we're there for a while. We're there for a hot minute. We're there for so long that we all started to sober up and the hangover started to kick in. And there were two decisions that were made. The first decision is what Evan did. He said,
I threw in the flag.
I'm calling it. I'm going home and I'm going to bed. It's very intelligent. Then there was option 2. Which was the rest of us. Which was the rest of us. And we said, oh, we're sobering up. That's not allowed to happen. We're going to go in with gusto, and we're going to just fully embrace this train. Yeah. And it was terrible. It was terrible.
Yeah, I already had a massive headache. And I was like, you know what? I'm calling it. I'm not doing this. Yeah.
Dude,
this isn't fun anymore.
I woke up this morning at 5 o'clock and could not go back to sleep because I was in so much pain. And I said, I woke up my brother and I said, we're leaving. We're going. So I think, honestly, I'm done drinking. This weekend freaking ruined it for me. I did not have near enough fun for the way that I feel today. All right. We'll wait for old Ossington to get back.
I'm here. My camera's just off for a sec.
Oh.
Ew.
Oh.
You have my wife's respect.
Oh. Fair enough. Whew.
Love you.
How's everybody doing? Everybody having a good night?
Super, dude.
Yeah.
Good.
Awesome. Okay. So, we're going to begin the journey back to Rockdale. And we're going to do very similar to what we did on the way here, where it's going to be a series of survival checks throughout the day to determine your pace. Because you're heading back to Rockdale with the intention of competing in some games, if I remember correctly, yes?
Fuck yeah, I forgot.
Games.
Mm-hmm. So, I need a survival check from everyone, please.
From everyone?
That's a natural 20.
23.
I watched
19.
I watched that dice land on 14 and then tip over to 4. I got a 5.
All right.
13.
Perfect. So, with a natural 20, you guys are cruising. You mourn the loss of Arasath, but at the same time, it's the line of work you chose. Adventuring comes with its own risks. And you're on your way back to Rockdale. Everything's going great. Your pockets are heavy with gold. You've got new items, and you remember the games that are awaiting you when you return. So it gives a bit of a pep in your step, and you are just powering, making all sorts of strides.
Making my way downtown.
Go ahead and give me a group-wide perception check, please.
What do I perceive?
Feeling it. I got a 10. I see everything.
23.
I got a 13.
17.
23. Okay. So,
8.
as you're going through this first day, you're gaining... Espen, you notice you guys are moving with the comfort and reconnaissance of a party who's already made this road before. You know where you're going. So you're gaining speed. You're gaining time. You see in the distance what looks to be carrion birds flying over some sort of carcass. And with a 23 pointing where you're at, you know you're coming up on where you fought the bullet and harvested the bullet monster. So you would assume that it's the carcass of the bullet that's being picked over by carrion birds and other scavengers. But yeah, that's the first one done. This first day's travel, you gain with a natural 20, you gain a full day ahead of schedule. So you are now 5 days away when you bed down for camp for the night.
Hell yeah.
So you have you come to the end of your first day's travel. You are camping off the road, ready to see where the night takes you.
Espen will take first watch.
I'll join her.
Okay. So Espen on first watch. Who's on second?
I'll take second.
Who's on first? Sorry, I'll take third.
Nobody reacts.
Okay, so we've got Espen and Artemis on first watch.
Mm-hmm.
We've got Carrot and who on second watch?
Homie.
Join the second watch.
Oh.
Perfect. Yeah, I'll say Max, with that natural 20, you were the one leading the way. So you're wore out.
Cool.
You're done. You're sleeping all night long.
Knackered.
Yep. So, first watch, go ahead and give me some perception checks, please.
Perceive.
Yes. A 4.
Oh, good. 26.
Okay.
Sorry, y'all.
Artemis, you're gleeful to be back on the road, but your ordeal has worn you out more than you thought possible. So you unfortunately fall asleep on first watch. Espen, you see your little friend pass out, and
I get my little blanket out.
yeah, understanding he's been through a bit of an ordeal, you decide not to wake him up.
Nope.
Yeah. First night, no issues. Good to go. First watch, no issues, no occurrences, no interactions, nothing. Everything is peaceful and quiet for this first day out. And your watch comes to an end.
Go over Carrot and gently wake her up and be like, hey, wake up. I'm gonna go to bed now because I'm tired.
Okay. I'm also gonna wake up Galbrek. Do we just leave Artemis there under a blanket, or should we like put him to bed? Do we have a bed to put him in?
Camping supplies, that's about it.
He's fine. We'll just
Yeah,
leave
he'll
him
be
there.
fine.
I'm propped up in a tree to get better vantage point anyway, so I'm just.
I reached up really high then.
All right. Yeah. Second watch. Perception
My turn
checks,
to
please.
perceive.
Perceive, please.
Come on, perception. That is a 17.
Why can't I do math right now? 22.
Okay.
Did math all day. I'm sorry.
Yeah, you
Come on,
guys
man. Math
are.
is your job.
You guys are fully. You guys are fully aware, locked in, ready to go. Excited for the journey that's going to take you. Yeah, nothing. Again, uneventful. Everything's good to go. Your watch passes without issue. Day number 2. Maximus, you are not allowed to make a survival check.
Not allowed?
Not allowed.
Fine.
The other 4, give me a survival check.
Aha, 9.
10. Ooh, we are
Touche.
killing it. We are killing it.
We're surviving out here,
Espen, did you get
boys.
another
Oh,
natural
yeah.
1? Another natural 1. Okay.
Oh, no. That was a 7. Sorry. I got a 7, so it was a 10.
Okay. Thankfully, Carrot rolled well. The other 2 of you rolled 10, so you didn't, do terribly bad. And then you've got Artemis, who apparently is not used to being on the road in a group and has lost all sense of himself. But yeah, you don't gain any time, but you don't lose any time. So you are, your path is consistent.
Spent the last 2 weeks in a cave with a box of scraps, okay?
I need everybody to give me a perception check right now, please.
Perceive.
Stop.
No.
Woo! Natural 1.
Oh, there we go. Dirty 20.
That's 20 to a 26.
Nice.
Beautiful. God, you are just
24.
operating on all kinds of extremes tonight.
I casted mending on my glasses and now I can see better.
All right, so who got above a 20?
I got at 20.
Beautiful. 20 or above. Beautiful. You 3 notice that in the day that has passed since you last took this road, or, a few days, since your first journey here, you're seeing more footprints than you saw on the way over here. And you've seen what looks to be hostile interactions, like, signs of a struggle, signs of a scuffle on the road, and Espen, you particularly see what looks to be the footprints of a group of about 8 to 10 that seems to be interacting with travelers on the road in this area. So, you're not sure where, but the foot traces show you that there might be a wandering band of marauders that you could be at risk of running into.
And I,
Is there any... Oh, sorry.
I was just going to say, could I fly up and see if I can see anything?
Sure. Go for it. Give me a... first give me a Constitution saving throw, because your wings are damaged, just to see, how you're recovering.
Okay.
How will be?
13.
13. You're mending. Your avian species recovers fast anyway, and your important feathers are starting to regrow and be replaced. So you should have no issues. A simple scouting flight should be no issue. Long distance is not realistic, though.
Okay.
And then, so how high are you going to fly up?
60 feet.
Okay, 60 feet up. And you look around. Give me a perception check with advantage.
Ooh.
Okay, glad I got advantage. 19.
19. You don't see any signs of camp or anything yet, but you do see within the next couple days, you will be coming towards certain like grottos and tree like wooded areas where bands might be able to find cover and hide. But nothing gathers your attention now.
Okay. I'll come back down and let them know.
Mm-hmm. Anything else? Or are we going ahead? Or are we going straight into night 2?
She will look and see, like, is it still very flat? And are there outcroppings, like rock places where an ambush could be hiding?
Nothing like that now, but
Okay.
you're not 100% sure. There could be.
Okay.
All right, so let's go ahead and go to the second night. I need people on watch.
I'll take watch.
I'll take watch.
Okay.
I'll take watch.
Yeah, I'll take watch. That's fine.
All right, Artemis and Espen, you will be watch number 2. Actually, no, Carrot. We used your survival check. You're going to be asleep, so it's going to be Galbrek and Maximus on watch 1. So, Galbrek, Maximus, give me a perception check, please.
18.
8.
All right, Maximus. Apparently, 2 days in a row, you're real tired. You don't know why, but yeah, you're just really struggling to maintain this pace, and you unfortunately fall asleep at the campfire.
Okay.
What are you guys doing? Like
Nothing.
Rolling.
I just messaged Sus and said I may have made this pour a little heavy.
I'm gonna cover for you.
Yeah, I see you two like bouncing back and forth. I'm like, what the fuck am I missing? But okay, perfect. Maximus, you fall asleep. Galbrek, you're wide awake. Everything's good. There's no interactions that you can see now. You are more on guard because of the evidence of the marauders that you found, but nothing seems to be bothering you at this point in the evening. The first bit of your watch passes without incident. Next up, I need Artemis and Espen.
I'm going to roll for dreams.
Perception, correct?
11.
15.
Yeah. Both of you are next to the campfire. Thankfully, Artemis, whatever made him fall asleep on night 1, he seems to have recovered from, and he's up there alert and awake helping you out, Espen. And nothing of import happens to you guys as well. Your watch passes without incident for now. However, while you two are on watch, and while everybody's been on watch, Carrot, you are deeply sleeping, exhausted from leading the day's travels. And as you sleep, you feel the rest taking control, and you find as soon as your head hit the pillow, you knew like, oh yeah, I'm going down for the count. I'll see you in the morning. So as soon as you fall asleep, you find yourself in a very familiar grotto with a pond, and you hear fiddle music. And it's a happy tune. Happy, joyous, jaunting tune. The last time you had a dream experience, was not pleasant. It was not pleasant. It unearthed some pain. But this experience seems to be bringing back the good feelings. So, you make your way into the grotto and see the Falskrim on his boulder in the middle of his pond, just playing away, having a great time. Perfectly at peace. Hello, little one.
Hello.
How are you? You've been busy of late.
Very busy, but not dead yet.
No, not dead yet. I'm sorry Arasath can't say the same.
Yeah. That was rough.
It was a good fight. And, I know, personally, from checking in, that he's thriving in the halls of Valhalla, so don't worry about him too much.
He went out the way he would have wanted to.
Of course. But my dear, I've brought you here to celebrate with you. You've continued to grow. You continue to impress and do the amazing things I knew you could do. I'm so proud of you.
Oh.
But now, I'm going to be needing a little bit of help in the future. You're getting to the point where I trust you with something of this importance.
Oh.
Would you be willing to do that?
I don't think I really have a choice.
You don't, but this was a courtesy ask.
What can I do for you?
Oh, you shouldn't worry about that now. When it happens, you'll know. You'll know. So, I just wanted to let you know that was going to be coming up. And I promise it's going to be a elating experience.
Great. That doesn't sound terrifying at all.
It shouldn't be. It's going to be wonderful. You're going to have a blast. You're going to have a great time.
Okay.
But I will say, it does mean that you and that pesky little squirrel friend of yours are going to be working together in the near future, because this request, I won't call it a job, it's a request. It's a favor. This favor does not take place on Midgard. It actually takes place in Jotunheim, the realm of the giants. Somebody owes me something, and I would like to get it. I do not like being dodged payment, as you already know. And when I'm owed, I fucking collect. So, very soon, you will be paying a very invested visit to a friend of mine.
Am I allowed to ask questions?
Oh, you're allowed to do whatever you want. It's the answers that you might not receive. Where's the fun in that? I have to have my games.
Will it just be Retatosker and I in Jotunheim, or will we all be there?
I thought you knew me better than that. You think I'm going to let you go in there all on your own? No, I'll let you bring your band of idiots.
Alright. I like my band of idiots so
far. I
far.
do too. They're entertaining as fuck. I love it. I haven't had this much fun watching you bumblefuck through an adventure in eons. It's amazing. I mean, the drama of that last fight. Oh, I thought all of you were going to die. I was convinced of it. Obviously, I would not have let you die. But the others, it would have made great theater.
Well, I'm glad you would have spared me at least.
Well, of course, you haven't paid your debt yet.
Fair enough. Glad to know I'm safe until that happens.
Oh, my personal feelings aside, darling, I wouldn't let anything happen to you. Never.
Alright. Well, it's been a pleasure.
It's always a pleasure talking to you, little one. One thing be very careful in your evenings, and mind your bag.
Which
Goodbye.
one?
Bye. And you wake up at dawn, confused with more information.
Well. Okay. Hey guys, at some point we're going to Jotunheim.
What?
Wait, what?
Wait, what?
Yes! Count me in.
No, I think you misunderstand. I'm going home.
Wait, what? Excuse me?
You might not have to be there, but the rest of us will be.
Yeah, so we are in day 3 with 3 to go. This
Yeah.
one and 2 more.
While you were describing that, I was just dying laughing because I was picturing Carrot as a extraplanar loan shark busting into a door. It's like, where's my money, bitch?
Yeah, she's got those gauntlets now, right? So she
Yeah,
can bust
exactly. So
kneecaps if
she's
she has to.
busting kneecaps.
What? Why are we going to Jotunheim? I don't care. I'm happy we're going.
Unfortunately, I have no other information for you.
Good thing I don't care.
At this point, nothing would really surprise me.
Yeah, so we're in day 3, guys. I need a survival check. Carrot, you are not allowed to participate in this one. Maximus, you are not allowed to participate in this one.
Cheese and crackers.
18.
13. Lucky 13.
Damn, Espen, your dice are just failing you. All right,
Yeah, they are.
Internet dice.
but thankfully, you know,
I'll take them.
your druid for some reason is struggling in her normal strengths. No one knows why, but thankfully, your little feathered friend is keeping you on pace and keeping you on the journey. Everybody, give me a perception check.
Including the 2
dirty-
that could not roll.
Yes, this is everybody.
20 with
19.
bonuses.
13.
12. 16.
Okay. Who got above a 18? Okay. You two. Your surroundings are quiet. Everything seems to be still. Which is odd because there's no birds. There's no wildlife at all. There's nothing of any sort of noise. There's barely a breeze right now. And I need... Okay. Artemis, I need you to give me a dexterity saving throw, please.
Of course. 14.
Okay. You're on alert, and your head is, scanning the horizon left and right, and you hear it. You hear a very, very soft, very subtle, but you have been on the road enough to recognize the sound of a bowstring being released. And you instinctively drop and hit the ground on your belly as an arrow skirts over your back and scrapes the feathers, and you hear the yelling and screaming of a band of bandits who is beginning to descend upon you. And I need everybody
Poor lost souls.
roll initiative, please.
They gon'
Oh
die.
I'm cursed, dude.
That was horrible.
I'm cursed. Why am I the way that I am?
Ooh.
Ooh, 21.
All right. 25 to 20.
21.
Okay.
Dirty 20.
Beautiful.
Nice.
Beautiful. Uh, 20 to 15.
18.
Beautiful. Galbrek.
3.
Oh, I thought you raised
I
your
got
hand.
4.
Oh,
No, I was rocking out.
Okay.
I was rocking out.
All right.
Playing bagpipe music.
All right. Perfect. So you see, coming through a wooded alcove, 7 bandits armed with a ranging variety of different ramshackle weapons, nothing in great shape. Artemis, Espen, you do remember with that natural 20 check that you had a couple days ago that there was blood on the ground. So that's why you're assuming that your number is three less than your original guess, was that some of them did meet their end during these raids, as is the life of a bandit. So you have 7 coming in. Espen, you are up first.
All right. And you said they're all coming from the same direction?
Yes.
Okay.
2 with bows, 3 with melee weapons. Or 4.
Okay.
5 with melee weapons. Math.
So she is going to position herself to where she is in front of Carrot and Artemis. As many people as she can get. To, like, put herself between. And then she is going to wild shape into a polar bear.
Cute.
And she's going to rage. And as she's doing this, she's going to look at the one that's in the front. And... oh, no, I can't do that because that's an action. No, it doesn't say it's an action. It just says it happens. So I'm going to look at them and be like, prepare to meet your friends.
Okay. Give me an intimidation check.
Okay.
Intimidate those assholes.
Oh my god.
Was that your third nat 1? Let's
She
go.
-1.
That's amazing.
That's a 0.
She accidentally said it.
You got a
in polar
0.
bear.
A polar bear
Yeah, she said it in
got
polar
a
bear, yeah.
0.
She said it in
Intimidation.
polar bear by accident,
Yeah.
so that's why.
That would be terrifying.
Yeah, you see this band like get like startled react to her wild shape, but then she stands on her 2 legs to bellow at these incoming bandits, but she stood up too quick, and you know, like when you stand up from a chair too quick and you immediately have to sit back down because you're about to black out. Well, you didn't sit down quick enough, so you stood up, all the blood left your head, and you just kind of like fall on your back a little bit. And honestly, you look adorable as this like 4-legged polar bear just up. It's just like, and that's your turn. And they immediately they don't stop. They actually giggle a little bit and keep coming with aggression. Carrot, you're up next.
All right. How do I? I'm gonna go ahead and put my palm out and poison spray at the largest like group of them. I don't know if they're all spread out. Or
So the
if they're,
the 5 melee are kind of like rushing at you.
Yeah.
The two with bows are farther behind significantly.
Okay.
So looking to draw back on some covering fire for their compatriots.
Okay. Then I'll go ahead and poison spray the 5 melee that are coming at me. Coming
Okay.
at us.
Give me what do I got to do for that?
You extend your hand. Creature must succeed on a Constitution saving throw.
Is it in like a certain cone or anything like that?
You extend your hand towards creatures you see within range and project a puff of noxious gas from your palm.
What's the range?
10 feet.
They are not within 10 feet of you yet.
They're not?
No. They are rushing in. They're about They're about, I would say, 30 feet away from you. So if you want to do that, you can run up to them. But...
No, I don't want to do that.
No.
I don't want to do that. Okay, then I'm gonna reduce, and enlarge myself. And I want to be a big fairy.
Fuck yeah. All right. So yeah, you cast enlarge on yourself with your
She's a whole 5 feet tall.
I was gonna say it's amazing because now you're only the third shortest member of your party. You're like right between Galbrek and Espen as far as height. You're a normal sized woman. You're about 5'4", 5'5" maybe.
Amazing.
Doubles in all dimensions, but weight multiplies by 8.
Yeah,
Incredible.
oddly enough, you're middle in height, but you have a feeling that you probably weigh about as much as Max right now.
I'm fine with that. It just means I get fucking...
Nope.
You're so funny.
All right. Is that it?
That's my action. So
All right. So the bandits are going to come in, and they are going to have 2 go after the circus bear that made a fool of itself.
Oh.
So they're going to have 2 go after that, and then they're going to have 1 more attacking each of you. Basically, and they're going to come in basically screaming, "Oi! Drop your goods! I've got you right here!" And yeah, so we're going to have 5 attacks. The first one coming at you, Espen. That is a natural 15 for a 20 overall. What's the bear's armor class?
12.
12. Okay. Max, that's a 17 to hit you.
That's a miss.
Galbrek, that's a 16 to hit you.
Does not hit.
And Artemis, I will say that because they see you, they dodged you trying to take you out with the bow. They see you on the ground. They're going after you. That's a 14 to hit you.
That does not hit.
Okay. So, the 2 that attack Espen hit. Espen, you take 11 points of damage. Slashing damage. And then, Carrot, the 2 archers are going to take shots at you because they see you grow and they're like, magic shit, gotta die.
Question.
Yeah.
The 11 points.
Yes.
Because I'm raging. Gets divided by 2.
Yes.
So do I take 5 or 6?
6.
Okay.
You bastard.
Yeah, I round up.
That's fine.
2 archers coming at you, Carrot. That is a 15 and a 14.
Does not hit.
Fucking beautiful. All right. And as they're going, they're immediately realizing, like, something's wrong. And you hear one of them say, boss, I don't think this was a good idea. I think we need to leave. And the one who threatened to gut you seems to ignore that piece of advice. Next, we have Artemis.
So are any of the bandits in a group together anymore, or they've spread out on their turn?
They're still grouped up. They're all around you guys. The only 2 separate ones you have are the 2 archers about 60 feet back at the tree line.
And one of them is in melee range of me or not?
I would say you have 3 in melee range with you because they're engaging the 3 of your party members.
Okay. All right. Let's see here. Yeah, I think I'm going to. You said that they're all pretty well bunched up?
Yes.
Is there any way you think I could hit all of them within a 15-foot cone without hitting any of my allies?
And not without hitting your allies.
Which allies would I hit?
All of them.
Hit me.
do it. We can take it.
I'm going to say... Oh, I can't do that if I do that. Shoot. How close is the one that seems to be the boss?
That is the one engaged with Maximus.
How close is he to me?
Melee. He's right there.
All right.
Out there. Maybe not melee. Like, if you're wanting to move, you would not trigger an opportunity attack, but you could get within strike.
Would I get disadvantage on a ranged attack against him?
Yes.
I'm going to fly 30 feet in the air.
Okay.
Do I take any opportunity attacks?
Not from him, but from one of the ones, the one that's engaging Galbrek, you do. Sure. That's a 16.
Shield.
Ah, you fucking... All right. So it bounces off of you. You don't get any damage.
Nope. And he will scream, "I'm not going to be taken advantage of anymore!" And I will cast... Are there any small stones in the area?
It's a road, yes. I would say it's littered with small stones.
Then I'm going to cast catapults on a rock in the area. Just something... Yeah, just a rock on the ground. I'm going to cast catapult at 2nd level and send it flying at the boss. He will make a dexterity saving throw.
Natural 1.
Okay.
Nice.
Well, once I was just going to roll it in person, but accidentally clicked the roll button on D&D Beyond, and it is going about a frame a second here.
It really is taking its sweet fucking time, huh?
It's rough. I don't know why it's doing this. I probably could just roll them in person in the time it will take this to load.
There you go.
There we go. Okay, he'll take 29 damage.
29 damage?
Yep. 48.
Well, actually...
I rolled 3 7s and an 8 on 48.
That's nuts.
Well, here's the thing. You probably weren't here for this, but in the initial game set, the initial session 0...
You said on a save or suck, if you get 1, it's a crit?
Yeah. So
okay.
double that dice damage.
He'll take 58 damage.
Okay. So, in your gusto to avoid capture and do this again, you catapult, except it doesn't follow the physics of a normal catapult like you've come to expect. You apparently put so much extra into this spell that it kind of just operates like a 50 cal sniper round and just tunnels through this guy's forehead. And you actually, like, his head, it's just red mist. It's just gross. It's red mist and bits. Amazing. And he collapses on the ground, and you actually, I mean, shit. Yeah, the rest, the other 4, you see this, and it's like that comical, in the middle of a battle, something happens, and everybody stops and looks at it kind of thing. They see this happen, and they're like, all right, this was obviously not the idea that we had in mind. We're sorry to bother you on this road. It wasn't our idea, it was his. He's a prick. Well, he was a prick, but he's gone now. So, we would just like to apologize, and we'd like to go about our day and leave you to go about your day. So, we don't want... please don't do that to me. I've shit myself already. I don't need to do it again. Please, I'd like to go home now. I'm tired, Charlie. I'd like to go home, please. I don't want to be here.
I'm going to aim my staff at the guy that's saying that, and I will tell him to leave his weapons on the ground, all of them, take off all of their shirts, and walk away with their hands above their heads.
Mate, I'll get naked right now if it'll keep me alive. Just please, sure, shit. And he throws his beat up longsword, pulls a couple daggers, takes off his shirt, and you see it's like it's immediate surrender. All of them are doing the exact same thing, dropping all their shit on the ground. And we wholeheartedly apologize. Here, you know what? You can have me gold. That's just. I would like to go home, please. I want to farm. I don't want to rob no more.
Do you have a stash nearby?
No, he's shit. This is. I mean, we tell you what. You can go to our camp in the alcove there and see if you like anything there. But I'm going to tell you right now, it ain't nothing compared to the shit y'all are bringing. So, all I can do is offer my sincerest of apologies and promise to never do it again and change me scoundrel ways.
Insight check.
Mm-hmm.
Okay?
That is 24.
This motherfucker, if this dude could be a priest at this point, he would be. He is.
He's genuine.
He has had a full-on change of heart in this moment when he saw his boss get his head tunneled like a canoe in front of everybody by a rock from the sky. They are honestly, you have done more good here in converting evil to good than you have in your entire career as a cleric. This is a religious experience.
A true come to Jesus moment.
A true come to Odin moment.
Just to add to it, I'm going to cast Elemental Weapon on my Warhammer so like the end of it ignites in fire. And I'm just going to point it at all the other guys and be like, are you all going to follow his fine example?
Yep. Sorry.
Be grateful that we show you more mercy than you've shown the people on these roads.
So, grateful is as far as I've gotten this far. So, please, I've changed my ways. I'm a brand new man.
Mm-hmm.
I can only
Gather up
apologize.
his weapons.
Yeah, they're literally like improvised farm tools. They are nothing. They're nothing special.
Yeah,
honestly,
so
the forge cleric in you is insulted that this is what they brought to party. Like, it could have been better.
I'm just going to pick one of them up, look over at him, and just use heat metal and let it just fall into pieces.
It just crumbles immediately. So yeah, congratulations, guys. You have beaten back brigands and bandits that are basically children compared to you.
No.
Amazing.
I don't feel bad.
Well done.
Fist bump.
And if we run into it again, we're killing.
We did so good.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So, as you make your way through, you checked out their little hovel, and he was right. You maybe got 25 gold pieces that you could split between the five of you, but it's there was nothing there. There was nothing
That's
of note
5 gold each, baby.
And then as you get back on the road and continue your journey, night falls, and I need watch designations, please.
A watch.
I'll take first.
I had the high roll because I don't get to do watch, right?
Yeah, you are exhausted from leading the way. You're going to bed.
Cool.
So who is on what watch?
Take first.
I'll take 6.
Okay, I'll take first.
Okay. Karen?
On this watch, I want to test the Elven Kind boots and like get low and start sneaking around the camp to see how stealthy I can be.
Okay. Absolutely.
I love it.
Okay, so first off, I need Carrot and Galbrek to please give me perception checks.
Perceive!
Perceive!
The 16 perception and 10 stealth.
10 stealth. 17 perception.
All right. You all are invigorated from this fight. Let you unleash a few frustrations and get the blood going, and you feeling good. You're happy. Nothing of note happens during your watch. Galbrek, you with that 10, you know for a fact that there has never been a dwarf more hidden than you are right now. You have disappeared into the ether, and there is nothing that can stop you. Honestly, it's criminal that you've been given this much power.
Yeah, it is. So.
Carrot, Galbrek is like a kid who's hiding behind a too thin tree, but is convinced that he's never been found before.
Oh yeah, and as the
Just
resident
doing the James Bond.
of the group, I want to tell him he's doing a great job. Do you do?
I knew it. I felt it. I felt like I was doing really good.
And I want to be in true like he's a child fashion. I'm gonna be like, cool, you're doing great.
Sure.
Do you want me to teach you another letter?
Yes. Yeah. Absolutely. Because right now, all I got is those S's. They're solid S's.
You got those S's down.
Yeah.
Let's see if we can teach you some R's.
Some boys for another letter.
Beautiful, beautiful. Hey,
We're just going to post up and get ready.
I will be right back.
Okay.
Give me 1 minute.
Time for me to chug my drink and get a new one.
Mm-hmm. Just poured me another one.
So catapult, good spell.
Yeah, seriously.
Oh, it's nuts, dude.
I feel bad for the poor
Your mental focus.
marauders. Not the one that died, but the rest of them.
They have found a new purpose in life.
I know more things myself than being as old as I am. How would you say your mental focus is?
I recognize that audio. That clip is hilarious.
Oh, it's focused.
So I don't know if it's good or bad, but the next step from here is vodka, so...
Nice. Nice.
What are you drinking now?
Champagne.
That is quite the step up.
Yeah. Well, I had, like half, not even half. Half a bottle left.
Gotcha.
And I was like, well, I might as well finish this.
I got a resupply of edibles, so I'm chilling. I was out for a couple weeks.
I want cookies.
Oh. We have some kitchen sink cookies right now. Yeah.
What are they?
They're incredible.
Kitchen
They
sink.
have like walnuts and pecans and chocolate and pretzel pieces all like mixed up into them.
Yeah, they've got everything but the kitchen sink.
I have homemade peanut brittle.
There you go.
Nice. I've got this place that near me called Insomnia Cookies.
Yeah.
It's at the college, the local college campus is pretty close to me, and they deliver until 2 a.m.
Yep.
And I take edibles, so it is a dangerous combination.
Oh yeah.
It's,
We have one of
survived
those
my
out here somewhere.
yeah.
they're
I survived
so
my
good.
senior year off Hungry Howie's and Insomnia Cookies.
Oh yeah, it's so good.
Can't open my peanut brittle. One of them's
I'm gonna
open
go grab
already.
some cookies. I'll be back.
Vecna's got the zoomies.
I got the zoomies too.
Got what is it, girl?
It's Zoomy hour.
Yeah, clearly.
I got something real quick.
Okay, I get my peanut brittle. You all walked away.
Yay, good boy.
Oh, and they have white chocolate macadamia nuts in them. And, like marshmallow bits in them.
Oh. All right. Sorry about that. So, yeah, as the night goes on, your guys' first watch goes without incident. You guys are making jokes about your new stealthy dwarf.
I want to teach him a letter.
Yeah, I wanted to learn a new letter.
Okay. Oh, man. So you know S's. You learned and then forgot R's. What letter are you going after this time?
Whatever one's easiest for
Roll for
Galbrek.
it.
Okay.
Roll D25.
Yeah. Give me, what'd you get?
I'll roll. Let's see. That would be a 12.
12. Oh, shit. Fuck it. We're just going to say you're going to learn L's.
That is the 12th letter. Good job.
Is it really?
Yeah, it is.
I'm amazing.
You nailed it.
Yeah, you're going to learn L's this evening. So, give me an intelligence check. Can
I do it with advantage?
I was going to say, normally I
she's
give you
helping me?
advantage because they're helping you.
Yeah. Okay. So that's a 16.
Hey, Galbrek's got a new letter to his accoutrement.
Hey, what's up?
Our idiot is not so idiotic anymore.
Hell yeah!
Pretty much.
Hell yeah.
So yeah, you are now a little bit smarter.
Hell yeah.
And you know another letter and the words associated with that letter.
Does he gain an intelligence?
No. Absolutely not. Learning to read as an adult doesn't make you smarter. It makes you par for the course.
Well, doesn't that just make his intelligence up to 10 then?
All right.
Do you all see my cat chasing her tail?
It's
Yeah.
adorable.
Oh, she got it.
She got it. Don't worry.
She got it.
So yeah, now I need Espen and Maximus to wake up and give me perception checks.
Wake up, drank.
Wake up, drank.
12.
Bacon
16.
bow on St. Patrick's Day.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong. It's accurate. It stings because it's true.
It shouldn't sting.
Woke up earlier for St. Patty's Day than I do for work. Brutal.
So what is what did you guys get?
16.
12.
Perfect. Yeah. You guys stay awake. You beat a 10 so you don't fall asleep.
Thank God.
Night passes without incident. Let's go morning number 4. You are 2 days away from Rockdale.
I was just gonna say, this is the first time that Artemis has killed a human being, so he's gonna have a little bit of trouble sleeping tonight.
Oh my God.
He'll set his staff kind of like on the other side of his sleeping arrangement and just stare at it uncomfortably.
Okay, give me a wisdom saving throw.
Sure. That would be a 11.
Not only do you have trouble sleeping, you don't sleep. And you will take a full level of exhaustion.
Okay, what's level 1 of exhaustion?
Everything's everything's basically at disadvantage.
Yeah,
We had a new night now where this is happening, or
This
Same
is
night.
while you were on watch
Okay.
this previous night.
Gotcha. Okay.
Okay.
Can I have rolled an insight to like notice him, or
Nope, you're learning to read, bro.
no? Oh yeah, that's fair.
So do I not get a long rest tonight either?
You don't get a long rest, and you have a level of exhaustion.
Cool.
Shouldn't have made a man's head a donut.
Whatever, it's for the roleplay.
All right. So, day 5, baby. Give me survival checks. I need them out of Espen and Galbrek. Everybody else has already done it.
Dirty 20.
Beautiful.
There you go.
Did you fail again, Espen?
I don't know. It was a 12 though.
Okay. Yeah. Smooth sailing. At this point, it's just academic. You actually can see in the distance, one day's journey away, the walls of Rockdale. You know, one more day of hard travel, and you will be inside city limits.
Awesome.
Anything you would like to do during the day?
I want to arm wrestle Maximus.
Fuck
I agree.
Yes, absolutely.
I agree.
Absolutely.
I knew this day would come.
I need okay, so we're gonna do a couple things here. I'm gonna do it very similar to the race. There's gonna be a couple different checks. Okay, I want 3 contested strength rolls.
Mm-hmm.
Between
Okay.
you have to win. I'll figure that out. Give me the first strength versus strength.
Straight strength.
Straight strength.
Straight strength.
Uh-oh. 9.
19.
Let's go!
All right. So the two of you lock up, and it's the funniest thing ever because normally Carrot is small enough to damn near fit in Maximus's hand. So you see Maximus like wrap his enormous.
Oh, am I still enlarged?
No,
Or did that go away?
that goes away.
Okay.
Yeah. I want to wait
That's
2 days.
what I thought,
I want to
but
wait
I
2
was
days.
like-
It's like a minute.
Yeah, it's only a minute. But so Maximus wraps his fucking mongoloid meat hook around this dainty hand the size of a toddler's, and it just like fully goes around it. And I'll say that Galbrek's brain's hurting from learning a new letter, so Espen is going to come up and give a 3, 2, 1 countdown. And Max, you're fucking locked in. You're ready to rock and roll. You start to crank, and all of a sudden, you realize you realize after about 10 seconds, like it don't crank. It don't crank. If anything, she starts to crank, and you feel arm start to go, and you're like, oh no, I can't do this. Give me the second roll, please.
7.
16.
Oh man, Max,
I will not allow this to happen.
Max, I mean,
I gotta pull something out.
you're starting to panic a little bit, Max.
Yeah.
Your entire
I think so.
existence revolves around this physical power, and you're getting shit stomped by a 2-foot tall fairy right now.
Max will not let this go up to chance, and like he's not gonna take a risk. Can I use my channel divinity?
Are you trying to cheat?
Yeah.
Okay, give me a sleight of hand check. Carrot, give me a perception.
Eat against the rogue? Like, come on now. Oh man.
16.
So without my modifier, I rolled the 19.
No way.
So 24.
Okay. Here's the thing. Carrot, I'm gonna leave this up to you. Max gets the channel divinity up.
I'm digging deep for it.
Do you want to embarrass your buddy in front of all your friends? What would Carrot do? Because you know he's cheating.
What if you still win? What if you still win?
You
Then
know
you
he's
can
cheating
worry
at this
about
point.
Oh,
Wait,
So
does
is
it-
she's got gauntlets on.
that's true.
Doesn't he grow it?
Fair.
Doesn't he grow in size when he does the channel divinity too?
Mine specifically, no. I just gain advantage.
Okay.
It's the effects of enlarge and induce it, just don't enlarge.
I see.
So
I see.
I'm not gonna full on call him out,
But it's like,
but I'm gonna like lock eyes with him and be like, digging deep, I see, huh?
All right, Max, you're down 2-0, so you need a fucking miracle here to save yourself some embarrassment.
yeah, I do.
Give me the third roll, please.
Come on. Come on, dude.
I don't want to roll until I see his.
I saw it on the 20, and then it rolled to an 8. But I got 11 for 15. She freaking does it. Doesn't she? What'd you get?
23.
What?
23.
Max,
I rolled 19. I don't know if you can see that. 19 plus 4.
Max,
No.
your faith in gods have failed you. Your giant's heritage has left you in this moment.
I'm a fucking
And the rest of
nobody.
you look on in disbelief as the smallest member of the party slams Max's arm onto the ground to prove a point.
Oh no. Well,
I'm gonna shake his hand and I'm gonna be like,
Crunch.
yeah, you have the raw strength. I only have it because of the gauntlets. Don't take it to heart.
we'll do this. We'll do this again. Well, this isn't over.
All right. Anything else?
That was so good.
Okay. The day winds to an end. Evening comes. This close to city limits. No need for any sort of perception or watch. You will be in Rockdale by noon tomorrow morning. So, as we wrap up this journey and bring our party one short, but complete in its own regard, bring them back to the city of Rockdale, and that is where we will wrap up tonight's episode and tonight's session. Well done, everyone.
Yeah.
I'm not going to do any table talk because I'm tired and I don't want to record anything. I just want to talk to you guys a little bit as buddies, not as anything to post. So, for all of you watching at home, we love you very much. We will figure out a schedule to come back next time, and we will see you soon for Rockdale and some gladiator games. Until then, see you next time.
Bye.